plus hours in the game and never beat it because when I started out, the first the first time I played through, I was like, I want to do like a sneaky thief assassin type character. So I made kills from stealth and badass with a bow and arrow and all this kind of stuff, and so I got up to like mid 60s level, which is pretty much like end game scenario. Became head of the Thieves Guild, head of the Assassins Guild, all this crazy shit. But then I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm really missing out because like it seems like the casters, there's some really cool shit that you can do as casters. And so I created a second character and I made her like she was just like this badass wizard. She was a high elf wizard character, and again, she became the archmage of the Wizard Academy at Winterhold, and did all the fucking mage type quest lines. Got her up into like level 63, level 64, and then I was thinking, I was like, fuck. I mean, it's Skyrim. It's supposed to be all about like the barbarians and like the Nordic guys. So then I created my third character who was like this big hulking barbarian dude who's just a fighter, uses two-handed weapons and just crushes people. And he became the head of the Fighters Guild and did all this. And he got up into the mid 60s. So I had probably 100 hours between each one of these characters. And never beat the game. But certainly had a shit ton of fun.
In Baldur's Gate, I played that game forever, and I never actually made it to Baldur's Gate.
Right, yeah. Wow.
Allegedly Baldur's Gate.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not talking about fucking an ostrich or nothing. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm eating here, so got dinner started late. Allegedly.
Greg.
Who was it? Who was it in Letterkenny who allegedly fucked the ostrich?
That was Boots and Red.
Yep.
The ginger.
The ginger. Boots and the ginger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I was like, it was
at first it was the ginger.
Yeah.
And then they were like, an ostrich is like a 300-pound bird that, can like fight people and kill things. You just can't. Even if it's sick, it's going to take more than one person. So we're pretty sure that Boots was in there too.
You're not calling the ginger, are you? Didn't you hear he fucked an ostrich? Allegedly.
Allegedly. And it was a sick ostrich.
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, let's say he actually were to attempt to, fuck an ostrich. Apparently they're making a spinoff of Letterkenny called Shoresy.
Oh, god damn.
You should have said allegedly they're making a spinoff.
Allegedly. There's a spinoff.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay.
Allegedly.
What's up, Alan?
Hey guys.
Hi, Al. How was your Halloween?
Well, brand new computer. I don't know what that says.
It sounds like you made out better than most kids in my neighborhood.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Unfortunately, it was not a gift from a neighbor. It was long,
Black
hard
Friday?
fought. Yes, catching as much deals as I could since my screen basically fell off my computer. Yeah. So that's how my week went. Halloween was fun though. Kids had a good time and made out like bandits.
I had 4 different costumes in the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
Like I've never done more Halloween.
That's just not true. I know some of the Halloweens you've done.
That's a great way to put it. I've never done so much Halloween.
This one started last week. I was Dark Clown last Saturday, and then Friday I was. What the fuck was Friday? Friday I was a unicorn, like a full-blown unicorn.
Nice.
Saturday I was a cultist.
I always see you as a unicorn.
And that was fun.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, I mean, and last night I'm wearing the costume that I haven't changed out of it. I love it so much. I've got my shirt that says I've been to Duluth.
Nice.
That got so many freaking comments last night. They're like, "Oh my god, have you really been to Duluth?
I don't
It's
know if
the
I'd be
Mecca
bragging
of
about
Minnesota."
That, are you?
So
So
cool.
stupid.
So
And then
cool.
my unicorn horn hawk that I wore.
It's the
Friday
Paris.
and last
It's the
night.
Paris, Texas of Minnesota.
All
Miami,
Paris,
Miami, Ohio
Texas.
of Minnesota.
I actually said that a couple of times. I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's like the Mecca of Minnesota," and the kids looked at me like, "Mecca? Where's Mecca?" I'm like, "Yeah, when I was your age, I probably didn't know anything about that shit either." To be fair.
Get off TikTok. Read a goddamn book.
Read a book about religion.
Right?
Not just drugs or Catholicism. The two most popular religions in Minnesota.
What I was gonna say.
Drugs, sex, and Catholicism.
Those are my favorite religions.
You got the trifecta.
The next book by Marcus Dorboy.
And they all support each other.
How's that joke go? If you can tell someone by what's on their keychain, if they've got a bottle opener, they're an alcoholic. If they've got a crucifix, they're a Christian. And if they've got both, they're a Catholic.
I love it.
I like that. I like that joke. That's fun.
We are live on the Twitch.
Been live for a while now.
Hey, Twitchers.
Mostly alive.
Where's Matt?
What? Hey, Twitchers.
Watch as I eat my dinner.
Hey.
This is primetime television right now.
Twitchies.
This pink shirt accentuates my nipples.
Twitches.
So it appears as though we made it out alive, huh?
What's up, Twitches?
Ooh.
That's good. I like that one.
What's up, Twitches? Like it. All right.
I get twitchy.
I believe is Irvy one here? I believe Irvy one is here.
I can't tell if Matt is here or not. there's
a little bit of motion, yeah.
Yeah, there's like a little ghost in the corner.
Kind of don't want to know what's happening there, actually.
Oh, I do. I ain't scared.
I mean, we all know what's happening there. Just nobody's got the balls to say it all loud.
Masturbation? I'm sorry. You pushed me to it, and I had to.
You pushed him to masturbation?
Apparently.
All right.
I've heard of that happening before.
You're supposed to,
but it's normally in romantic relationships.
You're supposed to pull them to masturbation.
Well,
oh, no.
You've
been doing it wrong all along.
That is true.
Well, to Bing Cortana and Claire Sir Chistery.
Wow.
Totally butchering that name. Welcome. And I guess we should probably get this show on the road. So this is the critical fail.
Party started.
You do get it, right? Claire Sir Chistery. It's clear search history.
Nice.
Smart.
Upon my death.
All right, extra bonus points now to Claire's search history.
History.
Creative.
History. My name is Mark, and I am a member of the Critical Fail. We are a big group of role players. Currently, tonight we will be playing the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition adventure, Descent into Avernus, or what we like to refer to as Just Another Day in Hell. Again, my name is Mark. You may know me from our previous cast of Everyone Dies. If you haven't seen it, go see it now or avoid it because it is horrible. But if you need a sleeping pill, you can definitely watch
come
it.
on, come on. He is being he's like humble bragging right now. He's like,
it was actually the neat part about it was for that whole campaign, we took a group of characters from level 1 to level 20 legit. There was no power-ups, no skipping, no whatever, and it took 8 years to do it, but we did it, and now we're going to do it all over again because it was so much fun. And that is
so see you in another 8 years for the confusion.
That's right. See you when my Medicare card kicks in. But so like I said, my name is Mark. I'll be the dungeon master for tonight's shenanigans and hobo killing. And we will just go around the table. Everybody just say who you are, who your character is, and if you want to give a little snippet of likes, dislikes, first date do's and don'ts, you can absolutely do that. So let's kick this off with the most extravagantly dressed person here. Let us go with the unicorn himself, the one and only Riz.
He's been to Duluth.
I have been to Duluth. I got the shirt. That's proof. I am Marcus, and I am playing Riss. Riss is a drow from the Underdark, and he has come up and made peace with the surface world, mainly working within the family Elton. He is an intellectual, a strategist. He is not so keen on the fighting aspects like a lot of his counterparts, but shows his strength when there are little snippets that need to be known or discovered when he's not rolling threes. He's very good at this. And and that is Riss, and he's doing whatever he can to find out the mystery of how this whoa.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry.
That was random.
And sometimes I play hippie music on YouTube. So yeah, and that is Riss, and I will send it off to the one true millennial who is always on his phone regardless of what's going on. Thunder Pussycat in the morning.
You're so funny. You're so funny. I'm Thunder in the morning. I am paladin, not that kind of paladin. I'm a different kind of paladin. I like a long walk on the beach, and I like to chase the cat. I am a cat. I don't eat the cat. I am third level paladin. I follow Elsa Eltan, who saved me from the moon sugar. Her family, I owe a debt of gratitude. So I don't take the moon sugar no more. No, moon sugar is bad. Drugs are bad, okay? Drugs are bad. Want to get high? Never mind. I don't do the drugs. I like to fight.
Catnip is a drug.
Cat. I like to punch cat, and I like to wrestle. You like wrestling? I like wrestling. Not Vaseline, Vaseline. I like Vaseline, not Vaseline. Vaseline gets stuck in hair. But I like Vaseline, not Vaseline. Elsa cannot eat. I see her laugh and it makes me smile. They smile very good. There are 7 or 8 of us in the party, sometimes 6. And Jay, the Hellhound Kincaid, is my counterpart on the Paladin. That is all.
All I'm going to say is for everybody on Twitch, we live with this every day and you get to see this much.
Yeah.
I live with this in my head all the time. You know, I have no idea what in my head.
He
This is
monologues
just a
everything
small
in
part
that
of my
voice.
head. You say this, but you don't know this. Like I know this in my head.
Honestly, that does mean a lot. I mean, it really does take down he's in there all the time.
All the time I stop.
I'm gonna DM Matt a 1-800 number that he can call at any point for help. It'll be fine. We'll take care of this. That's okay.
Are you gonna
just have to
call?
find the right
Am I
one.
gonna call people, or are people gonna call me? That's what I want to know. They're gonna call me. I say,
Well,
you need to help.
It depends
I can
on the
help
state of
you.
mind. It'll probably work either way. I'm not pushing it, but I'm saying a little bit of DMT goes a long way.
I take you to detox. I take you to detox. I help you. I help you. You help me. I help you.
I like where your head's at. So my name is Jason. I play Jaren the Hellhound Kincaid, also a paladin, a slightly different flavor of paladin. More of your kind of classic Oath of Vengeance / maybe not lawfully good, but some other end of the spectrum paladin, which is pretty fun for this group. It is pretty fun.
I think they call that awfully nice.
That's true. And since my brother over there does like the wrestling, I will just say, what you gonna do with chains of vengeance run wild on you? So with that, I'd like to give this over to clearly the most reserved person in our party, maybe one of the newest folks out here, has been an absolute champion during the campaign, slaying people left and right. Death follows this character at every footstep. I have never seen anything like this. I turn it over to 1H Mordecai the Magnificent.
Ooh, truly.
Lovely.
Hey, you see what I'm like trying to, everybody like, I'm going without, so I'm going up. Like, no!
I felt the heat the entire time. I felt it coming.
Just straight Sub-Zero, like, flawless victory, fatality. Did I do that? Yes, absolutely. Oh, can you like throw an ice pipe through his eye? I think so. I was like, nah, we're gonna go Joe.
I'll catch it. I dig it. I'm Joey Joe, and I'm Mordecai the Magnificent. Yes, and I'm a tiefling draconic sorcerer, and yeah, man, Mordecai came up playing the streets, doing some basic illusionary tricks, and maybe I see he kind of worked his way up, maybe caught some noble eyes, and worked his way into a house party or two. And I think maybe the Elton family there saw a little bit of the elemental magic and said, hey, we could use this guy, and put me to work helping out their kid. And the next thing I know, I'm following Lady Elsa around, and the world's gone to hell. And yeah, it's fun. It's a fun ride, man. Working for the rich man just to make a coin, and here I am.
Nice.
I think house party in Baldur's Gate means something entirely different than what we're used to.
It was not what I anticipated. No.
Just
Who's left? Oh, freaking yeah! Hey, Alan, take it over, please. Coda.
Hi, everyone.
Coda.
My name is Alan, and I play Darius. Everyone returns to the Coda. I am a half-orc bard, originally from the far north, taken by an explorer who felt bad that I was tossed out due to my half-human side. And he raised me in Waterdeep, tried to teach me in the ways of the orc, and I had no intention of following their ways at all. In fact, I decided to go the exact opposite and buried myself in all things human and all things culture and music, much to the chagrin of my father. But I had attended some bardic schools in Waterdeep, my home, and upon graduation, with honors, I, of course, took off to find my own way in the world, as many bards of history have done. So I wandered my way and found myself in Baldur's Gate. Yes, this is where I would make my stand. So, mere a day into my stay in Baldur's Gate, I was hired. I was very excited to sing a birthday ditty for a lovely half-elven woman named Elsa, and I was most excited. And midway through my third verse, it was rudely interrupted by swords and flashing knives and blood, and I could do nothing but be swept away with the current of battle. And so, therefore, I have found my way into a party that I do see as most heroic, and definitely inspiration for a song. So, of course, I have attached myself to this brave party, and of course, presented my service to Elsa Half-Elven. May she prize my service more higher than I do myself. Indeed. And now, I say, we should move onward. Is there anyone left? I suppose. Who is left?
Lucius and me.
At least
and
3.
Elsa.
Oh my goodness! Let us do.
Just
let
less
us
than
do-
half of the party.
Let us go to another person who sells him short musically.
We're only 30 minutes in. There's still half the party to go.
Do mind your manners, sir. I will introduce someone who sells himself short as a bard and merely proclaims himself a diplomat, but I do believe he's got a spark of musical and theatrical genius in him. Lucius, please do expound upon your brilliance.
Why, I do declare, sir, that that is probably the kindest introduction that I have ever received, and I shall attempt not to seem too ungrateful. I do not believe, sir, that I can come anywhere near the eclipsing aficionado-ness of your own, how shall I say, mastery of the bardic knowledges. However, I have attended some bardic colleges myself, yes, and I do know my way around an instrument or two. However, primarily my focus has been in the learning of the noble houses of Baldur's Gate and their signs and sigils, groupings, and what have you, under the service of House Elton. I grew in infancy to a bit of a scoundrel in Calamshan, where House Elton acquired me and set me to task. Ever since then, I have been of service to them in whatever way they have seen fit. Primarily, it has been in helping to understand the machinations of the noble houses here in Baldur's Gate, based on my knowledge and study therein. Of course, I was attending the party of Elsa Eltan's birthday when we received word that the House Elton had fallen, and that there was foul play afoot. And so we have fled. We have begun to make plans. I will let Peregrine Grin explain how he came to be with us.
Thank you. I'm Greg, and I play Peregrine Ghostwind, or Grin, a human fighter who stumbled into this completely unawares, dropping off some goods from his side ocean adventures. And now I'm just hanging with the party because that seems like the thing to do. So I will, well, I can actually pass it to Elsa. Oh,
I'm
no,
here.
here she comes. All right, so your batting wrap up. Take it away, Elsa.
Like you could pick last on like a team.
Bring it home. Come on. Big finish. Big finish.
Bring us all home.
I'm Courtney, and I'm playing Elsa Elton. I am half-elf sorcerer. I always have to look at my notes for that. I should know this by now.
Notes are good.
And I super duper lucky to have all these guys around helping me try to get my throne back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking forward to we actually just did have a long night's rest finally after 3 months. So, or 48 hours. So, ta-da! Was that the big finish?
Yes.
Grand slam.
I will be picked last again next week.
So much more concise than mine.
Are we gonna get out of the house today? That's all.
Did you say you had a long rest?
What are you kidding?
We've only had 12 hours of actual playtime.
No getting out of the house. Never getting out of the house.
You're always stuck in the Wiener Mansion.
Yeah, just be grateful it's a house and not the Wiener Palace.
Wherever we are, it's the Wiener Palace. From now on.
Our life in the Wiener Palace.
So, our characters, they have just had a meeting with one of the captains of the guard, a sort of a surly, brutish, very straightforward chap by the name of Captain Darman Zodge. Captain Zodge. He is commanding one of the outer gates, as it is evident to see from anybody inside the city, there's something very calamitous going on. There are refugees from the neighborly city of Elturel that are trying to pour into the city. Now, a basic general orders has gone up, sealing off all entrances and exits to the city. No one can be in or out until they can figure out exactly what is going on, because some of the rumors have included that not only was the city of Elturel destroyed outright, that a massive plague had struck, and in order to try to stave off any spreading of said plague, the lords of Baldur's Gate have decided to shut down all gates until further notice. That has sapped the city's strength, as all of the available manpower is now being used to man and patrol the gates and make sure nobody is entering nor leaving the city. And that is, of course, all done by the Flaming Fist Mercenary Company. They are the de facto police and military of Baldur's Gate. Now, the interesting fact is that the Flaming Fist Mercenary Company was first founded by a guy named Elton around 100 years ago. Now, Elton later became the founder of the House Elton, and was at one point a Duke of Baldur's Gate, and his descendants have been in the nobility ever since. That includes our very own Elsa Eltan, and her parents disappeared mysteriously years ago when she was around 10 years old, and her the stewardship of the family was being caretaken by a steward who would then relinquish and let Elsa take control once she turned 20 years old, which was considered the coming of age. Now, on her 20th, actually was the night before her 20th birthday party, sort of festivities beforehand, there was a coup in the Elsa family. The steward turned traitor, and it had turned out he had been marshaling members of the family and household to his cause. And when his plans unfolded, he ended up massacring all of the loyal followers of House Elton, save for the small group that is before you right now. Some of them have been loyal to the family for many, many years. Those including Mordecai, who acted as a mentor and teacher to Elsa with her sort of blossoming sorceress and arcane powers, as well as Thunder, who is the captain of the household guard for House Elton, sworn to protect the family at all costs. And then we have Riz and Lucius, who both serve as historians, masters of diplomacy, intrigue, and otherwise making sure that the family's reputation does not fall to the wayside during this time. And then there are newer members, guys like Grin, who previously had a life as a perhaps a smuggler might be a nice word for it, but he sailed the seas and found cargo where he could. And
I was a watery Robin Hood.
Watery Robin Hood. Robin Hood of the waves. During this time, he managed to make a lot of contacts as he has sailed up and down the Sword Coast. As information can sometimes be more valuable than gold, he was brought into the family to see by Riz and Lucius, who had heard rumors of this supposed coup, and they wanted to have him stretch out his ears to his network of informants and friends to see if he could find any information of that. And also Jaren, who likewise comes from a once noble family that fell into repute and is turned his considerable skills in the martial aspects into becoming a very formidable bounty hunter, and also being that most of the members of the nobility would not want to be seen or be caught frequenting some of these places where information can be had. The family hired him as well to scour the dark underbelly of Baldur's Gate and see if he could uncover any sort of ill news or ill tidings. Unfortunately, they had just had the initial meeting. This was during the birthday party for Elsa, so not a lot of investigation was had. And then, of course, we also have the lovely Darius. Everyone returns to the Coda.
But we've heard enough. We've heard enough from him, apparently.
Who was brought in for his musical talent to perform and sing to Elsa at her birthday party, which was for him having just arrived in Baldur's Gate, fresh off the boat from Waterdeep. This looked to be a fortuitous event. He's immediately rubbing elbows with the nobility, and this seemed like the stepladder to the stars. Little did he know that ill fortune would follow.
But after a brief respite, I do see a very epic tale in the brewing.
Ah, that's true. That's true. The true bard can find the poem in the sorrow.
We need to always sit around and get drunk and waste away and squalor. So
here.
I will find the epic.
Now our characters have been tasked by this Captain Zodge, who seems to be, at least whether or not he's loyalist or traitor to House Elton is unclear, although he has made no moves to try to accost Thunder in the Morning, who he knows is the head of the household guard. So it has only been 24 hours since the coup happened, and given the calamitous events with the refugees from El Terrell and the fact that most of the Flaming Fist Mercenary Company have had their hands full, to say the least, it is probably not surprising that news like this might not have reached his ears yet. He is sort of on an island, if you will, here at the gates, and obviously has other things to occupy his attentions. Now he had tasked the characters with finding and rooting out followers of the Dead Three, which is God's Bane, Baal, and Murphy. They have taken advantage of the situation and that the Flaming Fist have got their hands full taking care of the refugees and all sorts of situations stemming from that. And these followers of the Dead Three have used that to their advantage to cause murder, mayhem, and carnage throughout the city, kidnapping folk, murdering, stealing, robbing, you name it. And in order to stop that, Captain Zodge was authorized to deputize people, and under the authority of the Flaming Fist and his name, to go find out and eliminate any members of the said Dead Three that they could find. Now they have done that. They found a entire labyrinth of catacombs beneath the bathhouse that was littered with references and artifacts relating to the Dead Three, including a number of Dead Three cultists themselves that the characters managed to execute. And now they are coming back for their payment. That happened at the very tail end. And Zodge said he's very happy. He gave them half of their promised payment, which was the promised payment was 200 gold apiece. He gave them 100 gold apiece. And he said, as long as there are no other instances of the Dead Three activity in the next 10 days, he will then pay the other half as, basically, for services rendered and a job well done. That brings us to our point now. We are at the gate. It is the morning of, so this is now, I guess, roughly 36 hours past the coup. Mortlock Van Thampor is with you, and he did say that a good way to get at his mother, Thalmera Van Thampor, he said it was she who was paying the Dead Three, basically to sow insurrection and doubt about the ability of the Flaming Fist to adequately govern the city. And he said the payments for the Dead Three are going through his brother Amric Van Thampor, who runs a money lending business out of a tavern called the Low Lantern. And he did say, yes, my mother doesn't expect much of me, but she thinks the world of Amric. He's always been her favorite. That brings us to what would y'all like to do?
Amric, he's the money launderer.
Correct.
Leave the house.
Yeah, leave the house.
Doesn't matter where.
Bingo.
It is probably.
Morning, right?
Yeah, it is. It's probably around maybe mid-morning, because you guys did have breakfast at the inn. So it is probably around maybe 9:30 in the morning. So we have not yet hit midday. Still early, and especially now here up at the gate, with all of the added buzz going on with all these Flaming Fist mercenaries wandering about. The marketplace which is right inside the gate is just booming and buzzing as marketers are trying to hawk their wares to all of these fresh-faced soldiers coming in from the inner city, and they've got potions and charms and eyes of new to plenty. And it looks like they're doing some strikingly good business here on the streets, right inside the gate.
Gentlemen and lady, I recommend we purvey the market to see if there are any provisions or supplies we need. And there is no better time to find the undead than the bright of daylight.
Amen.
Well,
So I say
that doesn't make
we
sense.
do some shopping and then we do some killing.
I assume
And maybe some getting
someplace-
paid.
I assume there's some place that Grin can exchange all this loot for gold to distribute amongst the gang.
Absolutely, yeah. You are in the right spot. Basically, there is a large marketplace towards the center of town, and usually, like, they do some decent, sort of hit or miss business here at the gates. But again, with all of these soldiers here and all the buzz and people coming in talking about refugees, right now here at the gates, it is busier than the central market. Sorry, does that mean?
Cool.
That's probably...
I mean, do you want to role play any of this money exchange, or is it fine to just say you can change it all in for gold?
I'm fine with you changing it in. That is perfectly acceptable.
The only thing that you haven't given me a price on is the magnifying glass, unless anyone wants to keep it. We found
it's worth 100 gold.
So.
My last note from last week was received 800 gold pieces from Zaj.
Yeah, I
Is that
wrote that
correct?
down.
That is correct.
And so there's some stuff that's valuable that I was going to change in, but if anyone wants to keep it ahead of time,
I
tell
told
me
you
right
I want
now.
to keep the crown
You want to keep the crown?
and the mask.
What goodies were there? Wasn't there something dragon related that I was?
It was a
interested
dragon
in?
mask.
Okay, here's the stuff that is worth money. It's not magical. There's 2 moonstones worth 100 gold each. There's a compass, a hammer and chisel. The 2 fire breath potions, they're stopped with gold stoppers. So we can't actually take those out yet, but once we drink the potion, if you want a potion with a glass stop or whatever, gold stopper. There's 10 eye agates each worth 10 gold. There's that dragon mask, the dragon crown, and a magnifying glass.
But none of that's magical.
None of that's magical. Except the 2 potions.
I think it's probably beneficial just to hang on to these things in the form that they're in because it's less encumbering than actually hauling around gold.
All right. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Maybe just dispersing things around the party, and you can do that however you think is.
I'll give everyone equal stuff. So, all right. So I'll just all these gems and stuff. We can just keep them as gems, except a hammer and chisel. I'm gonna sell that. It's only 2 gold. But so with that, with all the cash that we found, everyone gets 182 gold.
82.
182.
Nice.
So mark it down because I'm gonna write on our loot list that you guys have all got your 182 gold each.
Got it.
And then
got it. Thank you.
I support this entirely.
Left over, there's 5 gold, 3 silver, and 9 copper, and so I'll just like put in a little bank for next time we split up the gold.
How much was it again? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I gotta do math.
182 gold each.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Easter Bunny. Buck, buck. I'll add that to my 164 copper pieces. And I think I had more than that.
You said 183.
Yeah.
Ooh, snap.
Shit, my total equipment weight went up, but good thing I got my trusty cat servants.
The value, so all those valuables, the moonstones and the dragon crown and dragon mask, it adds up to quite a bit. It's 537 gold total, but I mean, unless someone's looking to buy something expensive, I'm fine just keeping it as it's,
It's easier to transport items.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's actually a good call. I think that's pretty smart.
All right, cool. So everyone's got their gold.
Actually,
you could also go to
my 182 gold pieces into some sapphires and gems.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could take those to a jewel merchant and take all
if you guys-
even further get it down into smaller.
If you guys want to do that, go for it. I'm just
I'll do
telling
that
you how much-
offline with Mark later. I'll turn it into cat claws made of sapphires.
Yeah, I just want to split up the loot and then we can go from there. Also, there's some magic items that we might want to split up too. So there's all right, so here's the magic items. That we have 4 spell books. I don't know who wants those. I
have no need to use them.
I'll take a look at them for sure.
I could have one.
Maybe the
Yeah,
users of magic.
We have
I'll
that
share
bag
them. I would just like a turn reading through them though.
I'm not a user of magic, but I am knowledgeable in Arcana and appreciate the knowledges that can be found in said books.
Well, I'm about as dumb as a bag of rocks, so I can't figure that shit out anyway. So,
We'll take a turn reading
Okay,
through them.
sir.
All right, we have the bag of 5 beans. Who wants to hang on to that?
Ooh, I like beans.
I've
I'll
got
take
that
the
one.
beans. I want the beans.
I had that one the whole time.
That's funny. I've got it on my character sheet too.
How many
All right.
bags of beans do we have?
We've all got magic beans.
I was the person at the casket that found it,
All right, then I'll say.
so I
rest
just
that.
put it on my character sheet
All right.
because I
then-
was the one that like went into the casket and did the investigating and found it.
All right.
I
there's
was
a
the one
potion-
that did the wrestling. All I'm saying.
There's a there's a potion of greater healing. Anyone want that?
I don't need
Okay.
that. I'll heal myself.
I'll take it if no one wants it.
I was about to say, I would give that to somebody squishy that takes a lot of damage.
You want to give it to Elsa?
Elsa can't heal herself, and she probably has the lowest hit points.
Or a frontline tank.
That is actually, I think Elsa's probably the right choice on that one. Just in case one of like if me or Thunder can't get to her, like that's probably a pretty smart choice.
All right, I gave it to Elsa. Potion of contagious confusion.
Ooh, I like
Can you
that.
tell me
one.
again how that works? Like, how do you actually apply that? Do you actually have to somebody to drink that, or can you use it like a dart?
Can I just talk to him for a while, Mark? Is that
Like that one.
That is pretty much how this works, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I think
the
you've
potion of
had. I think you've
contagious-
drank too many of those, actually.
I think the
No,
potion
actually,
of
you know
contagious-
what? If Thunder could like dip his nails into it, like so he like has his paws like
Ooh, poison claws.
like he could like that. There's humor there.
What
Claws
if
of
I would
confusion.
ask the team to
what if
remember
I
this.
grab somebody's arm and just like sink my nails in briefly and then start talking to them, and then they get totally fucked up. And then with my 16 charisma, I can fucking do some persuasion on them.
All right, so who wants this?
I'll take that. A potion of confusion.
I'll take one of the fire breath potions if that's cool with you.
Yeah. Does anyone mind if I take another one of the other fire breath potions?
That's quite all right.
Where do I put that?
Yeah, that's
Just
what
write
I'm
it
looking to
down.
try to figure. Where do you drop that at?
Oh, right
Drop
here.
it.
And we put it in as a what? A potion of what?
Well, you have a potion of contagious confusion, and Jaren's got a potion of fire breath.
Awesome.
Where
I just
where
put
would
it in
that
the items.
go? You just list that under equipment on the sheet. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right next to my bedroll.
And then we have that glass flask with the insect inside that's magic.
Ooh, that should go to Mordecai because he does weird shit with insects.
Yeah, but Mordecai takes things and hides them away. I feel like maybe Lucius should take the.
What sort of insect is it?
I've got the books. That's fine. I'll just keep the books for now.
And well, you have that coin too. That you.
What coin?
Yeah, exactly.
Mark,
Coin
isn't
that
it?
that you asked to see and then you took and ran off with?
Mark,
Oh, I
is
made
it
it vanish in my hand. There's a difference.
Mark, is it a recognizable insect or something that I have never seen before?
You can give me a bardic knowledge, a history check.
Right here, rooty. I will do thusly.
Oh, I'll share that. I'll share that with Grin.
Okay.
What are you sharing with me?
Grin, Mordecai. Oh, you know what? Actually, I know what that is in the model.
You do?
Yes, that's a rare, dangerous yellow-crested fire wasp from the far reaches of the Yanrock Desert of the north. Wicked, vicious sting, but once they're fed, they're considered an ultra-rare delicacy that supports vigor and stamina and a robust sexual performance.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
Might fetch a pretty penny in the right market.
Are you
And
serious?
since you have identified
Yes.
it, I will.
I never quite know if I should trust Mordecai or not. That's your own doing, by the way.
Yes, I will continue to support it.
Thunder, Riss may call upon you for that potion of confusion if the situation and environment is fitting for it.
I toss to you.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
No,
you
I
guys.
can toss to you if we need.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I mean, this.
Now
this
it
is-
has been identified, so you can see exactly what the mysterious insect in the flask is all about.
That's some creepy shit. Of course, I'm arachnophobic, so the picture.
Holy
Hey,
cow!
Mark, are you using kind of the standard cost tables like out of the player's guide for like equipment prices?
Well, I
and
would
stuff like
totally
that?
use that.
Yeah. If you want, if you're looking to buy any just sort of
If you don't want to hold it,
mundane
I will
equipment,
totally use that.
yeah, you can absolutely just go right off the charts there.
Okay, thanks, man.
Okay, so who wants
That
that?
could also
little
be
insect flask?
very useful in given situations.
Mordecai would be all over that if you wanted to have it.
Mordecai's gonna name it. I call him Fluffy.
And then we've got four potions of healing. Anyone in particular who wants these?
I will take one.
All right.
Potions of healing pop. Why when you have a yellow crested fire wasp? So much more entertaining.
I could take one
Okay.
as well, just because I'm soft.
All right, 2 other potions of healing. Anyone? Lucius,
Elsa said she'll take one.
Do we have to add it on?
Yes, if you go to
You got the major one as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elsa also has the greater healing one.
Yeah.
Oh, and put down
Which is
greater
still
healing
fine.
potion. So you have a regular healing potion.
Did I get the crown? Did I get the dragon crown?
I don't.
That's what I'm like.
If you want to, hang on. And then there's one more. I'll take the last one if anyone cares. And then we've got 3 flasks. These aren't magic, but we've got 3 flasks of alchemist fire. I assume that's like Molotov cocktail.
There you go.
And so I have 2 different.
Could take one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like sticks and burns. It's pretty rough to get off, I think.
So Riss has one. Anyone else want the Molotov?
Flask of
I'll take one.
alchemist fire.
I should not be trusted with fire.
I'll take one. All right, so Riss, Jaren, and Grin are taking
I got
3
enough
alchemist
stuff.
fires.
A mysterious elk materializes before you and grabs the alchemist fire. Thank you.
The regular potion of healing is at 1d8.
I don't know.
I'm just writing everything down. So
All right, so that's all the magic stuff. So now we can move on. I just wanted to get that. out of the
And
street.
like Jaren had already said, if you are looking to buy any sort of mundane equipment, from the player's handbook, we don't need to role play that out. If you're like, I need to buy, a hand axe, just subtract 5 gold, you get a hand axe. It's all good.
okay. Honor system.
Yeah.
I love the fact he's telling this crew that.
You heard that, Mordecai? Honor system.
All right, cool. Groovy.
All right. Does anybody else have any questions? Does anybody need any equipment that might not be readily available? I know Mordecai. Yes, Darius, I believe you can find the prices on that.
Yep, I've already removed the gold.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. And Darius, you got your hot peppers.
Thank you, guys.
Not Darius, sorry, Mordecai.
Oh, I see. I thought you were using that as like a secret. You got your hot peppers. You found them.
Yeah.
How much
It's
is
like
a potion of
Bartholomew and
tumbling?
the drugs. Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
hot peppers.
Marcus, I can't believe you beat me to my own joke. A little slow-witted tonight. My
It's been a long month.
it really
Yeah.
is.
All right. Other than that, Mortlock will ask if now would be a good time to go visit my brother Amric. I'm worried that the spies at the bathhouse might have notified him that something might be afoot. If he suspects anything is going on that might be foul for his business, he might shut down his shop and retreat to Mara's sanctuary at the compound.
I appreciate your thought of acting promptly and support it. Lead the way, Mordecai. Not Mordecai. Bombada?
No,
Bombada.
no.
Bombada.
No.
Bombada. Lead the way.
Sure. All right.
Big ass Wilt Chamberlain looking dude.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Jared.
Mortlock. Not Bombada.
Mortlock. Yes.
Like Mordecai
But
and
he shall forever be known now.
Fair.
Bombata. I can never get that out of my childhood.
Here we go. Let us go over to this here map. Oh, yeah, that is
Annoying little skinny blonde princess yelling Bombata.
Sorry, I'm grabbing everyone here.
I will allow it.
I grab everyone.
Did you ask them for their permission?
Yay. So here
I
we
say
are.
no consent forms.
Hopefully,
But I wink at every suggestive look.
and here is the low lantern. The low lantern is an aging three-masted merchant ship permanently docked on the east side of the harbor. Far past the point of being seaworthy, the vessel was converted into a tavern and gambling house that is open all day and all night. The dice game of Baldur's Bones is quite popular here, as it is in some other taverns throughout Baldur's Gate. I'm sure Grin and Jaren, as well as Darius, could probably tell you a lot about Baldur's Bones, as I think the highbrow folk might have heard of it once or twice, but perhaps not played it. Fog obscures the low lantern until you get within 100 feet of it, whereupon its tall masts and creaking bulk come into view. The converted ship has rigging but no sails and is anchored to the wharf by thick chains. A wooden staircase climbs from the wharf's edge to the main deck. A lantern at the bow casts an eerie green light to signify that the tavern is open for business.
As I note the neighborhood, I do make sure to keep my sword readily drawn and watch out for good Miss Elsa's safety.
So can we see? Do we see like? Is there like the gambling is upstairs, or is it just like there's some general people milling about like on the deck, and we're just kind of at the dock? Is that sort of
on the upper deck, on the outside deck?
Yeah. What can we see in terms of people?
Yeah, the main deck of this old ship features wooden steps that climb to the forecastle and aft castle, and another set of stairs descending into the ship. A padlocked wooden hatch fitted with windows acts as a skylight for the deck below. The tavern proper, visible through the hatch's glass panes. 4 dead seagulls lie on the deck and 2 ravens squawk at you from the crow's nest, a 40-foot climb up the ship's rigging.
Okay,
They pushed the seagulls out of the crow's nest. Better day.
I can climb to the
Poor
crow's nest.
bastards.
Mark, just to discern this out, Mortlock, we're looking at his brother Adius, correct?
Amric?
Amric. Okay, yeah, Amric. And we are trying to get a jump on him because he is Mom's #1 dude.
Yep. And Mom is the one who is basically pulling the strings of the dead 3.
Making all of this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So,
She's a really bad baddie.
So we're so I want to gather everybody around first and just kind of talk about what we're gonna do. Because we're here and we need to have a plan of action.
I can climb in the crow's nest.
Okay, sounds like you got a job.
But I don't know what you want me to do up there.
Well, I also look at
Sounds
Mortlock,
like the cat
Mortlock
needs a
and
scratching
Elsa,
post. Just saying.
as well as Lucius, Grin, Jaren, who are like the martial guys. Elsa being like the gravity of it. And be like, okay, so what we are looking to do at this point is, are we looking at taking Amric?
would you
I'm not
rather,
sure.
if we have to fight to do this, would you rather do that inside the ship or outside the ship? My concern is we don't actually know what's in there, but I'm very confident we can make everybody leave the ship. We have
thinking inside the ship.
fire, and we have other tools, and it's a wooden ship.
Inside the ship is probably the smarter
will come out.
move. But we're looking to acquire Amric at this point.
Well, I
look
think
at
we can do
Mortlock.
that because he's going to come out, and what we really need to do is separate him from his guards. I would rather do that here as opposed to into the belly of the ship where we don't really understand the terrain. We don't understand how many guards he has. At least this way, I think we can have the odds in our favor.
I agree.
I climbed the crow's nest.
I know what he's going to do, y'all. I'm just going to tell you right now. He's going to leap from the crow's nest 40 feet and try to grapple 6 people on the way down. And he's going to be covered with his fangs and his like the razor sharp, like claws with all that shit that he just got. That's going to confuse everybody, including him. But his intel is not high enough that it will actually make the confusion affect him much.
But here's
Okay,
here's the thing that cats know. Here's the thing that cats know. They always land on their feet.
They know how to land on their feet.
On people's
That's
face.
really
So Thunder,
What do you
there
think?
is a smart logic to you climbing up into the crow's nest, and that would be if anyone is trying to escape from the aft, the starboard, or the fore of the ship, you would have sight on that.
Aft, starboard, and fore of the ship.
The sides of the ship that are not right next to the ground.
Yep.
Got you.
Everything facing water.
I do that.
Yep.
But if they go in the water, they die. Are they shocked in the water?
That's where you take them out. Correct.
I do think that Mordecai and Elsa, if we position them where they can observe the deck, and particularly the areas where people will come up, they can probably affect the people coming out from afar with spells, magic, confusion, something lethal and really cold that would kind of even things in our favor as they're coming out. Particularly if Mordecai and Elsa can identify Amric they can maybe highlight him with fairy fire for us, and then we can move in and
Well, I know who
put our
Amric
hands
is.
on him.
I've seen Amric here many times.
Perfect.
So we have
Then you
we have the
point him
we have
out.
the description of him then.
Yes, I know.
support the
I know
design.
Amric. I know of Amric. I've never had any dealings with him, but he's a typical low life scum that inhabits this area.
I don't know many things, but I do know how to like apprehend people out of vehicles. I'm very good at that.
I will say, the times that I've seen him, he's had no fewer than 4 guards. However, a lot of the guards that he has around are hidden. They don't always show themselves. So I would say be prepared. Don't 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 turn your back on anyone near him.
If I see him, I can always make myself look like him. If that helps.
As
That's pretty
could
good.
I.
Lady Elsa, your opinion?
I'm on board.
Now, why again are we apprehending Amric? What's in this for us?
Anything in the ship that we get to before it burns and sinks.
So wait, we're not
Amric.
trying to kill him, like from where we are. We're trying to.
I think we need information. We need information from him more than wounding him severely.
Well, it's more leverage that we can use on his mother, who is the main culprit of all of the things that we have been struggling with.
And apparently, Amric is her favorite.
And
After seeing her brother, we know why.
And again, what's in this for us?
Money, wealth, winches, the stuff.
Getting to the bottom of the betrayal.
We need to make sure that there's no more people in the dead 3 because we cleared the denzing, but we did not take the head off. And we don't
Grim,
get the
call it
balance of our
fate,
gold.
call it fortune.
We don't get the balance of our gold if we don't take the rest out.
I don't quite see it that way. But
I was gonna say I think that probably sums it up most succinctly.
Very well, very well.
So our plan moving in here is we are going to have any potential engagements outside. How are we planning on getting them outside?
I think we start a large fire in a place that they can see on the deck. And then just to make sure that we can catch their attention, because we can see into the tavern area through the glass in the back of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody launches a flaming arrow, perhaps a fireball, lightning bolt, something fairly innocuous into the room. That will force them up, and they will notice very quickly that the ship is on fire.
Yes, that phrase, of course, speaks wonders to this character.
That is a terrible idea. If the ship catches fire, they're going to immediately call the Flaming Fist and the rest of the guard.
We work for the Flaming Fist. As far as they know, we're it. And if frankly we're fast enough, we'll be done and out of there.
Go away, I'll tell the Brute Squad. I'm the Brute Squad.
I am the Brute Squad. I think possibly something more subtle should be in play, but that is only my humble opinion, Lady Elsa. I do believe that there are enough charismatic people amongst this crew that would be more than pleased to serve you and be the best face forward, as it were, to maybe lull this person into a certain comfort and then into confidence. That is merely my suggestion, my lady.
I agree. Let's try using the carrot, not the stick.
but we keep the stick in hand. Lady Elsa, what is your opinion,
Well,
Madame?
we're on the outside, right? Like, I'm not going to be upfront with all the folks who y'all are finding, correct?
We are on the outside right now, but we're about to split the party.
Right, but I'm going to stay on the outside.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I mean, I trust you guys. Y'all gotten me this far. We've gone 38 hours and I'm still alive. So I feel like however y'all want to handle it, I will back you up with whatever powers I have.
So Thunder will climb up into the crow's nest. We are looking at Wade Allen Steele. I forget your quota.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me change my name. Sorry.
Coda.
Yes.
I know
Coda
this
is
man.
talking about going inside and trying to use charm and deception to get into the good graces of this person.
Indeed.
Lucius, where would you find yourself to be the most useful?
Well, first of all, I do indeed believe I've sent you a whisper that you have missed.
I just saw it. That just happened.
And beyond that, I will say that that depends on what we want to accomplish. Whether I should go inside or perhaps I should stay out.
I honestly think that the best thing here would be to split the party.
Let's
Because
split the party.
it always is.
Famous
Set up.
last words.
set up. We'll call it an A team and a B team. The A team will go into the boat, the ship, and assess what is happening inside. You may be in a position to create some chaos or shenanigans, if you will, if things go south. Because we are going to try to acquire this person. Like, that is our main mission. We're going to try to acquire this person. So we have an A team go into the ship, see if we can get him in a position to where we can either acquire him or force him out right into the hands of our B team.
Okay.
Excellent.
In that case, sir, I'll need to go inside, and I believe I'm going to need a bunch of silver.
Hmm.
That's interesting.
I
Freeze somebody.
believe that is a very wise choice.
Yeah. Money talks.
Thunder, no, you do not. You are up on the crow's nest.
Thunder's already on the crow's nest, by the way.
Thunder's on the crow's nest. Okay, so between Bryn and Jaren, I think one of you should be going in and one should be staying out.
Well, I might as well go in. I know the inside of this place really well.
I think Grin could probably, he could fight, but he can also operate fairly well in there if you need to have a, let's say, a softer option. And that was actually meant to be a good thing. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
No, I'm looking at Grin. He's like, was that a jab? Am I bleeding? Did he fuck with me? Like that's actually that you can either you can go stabby or talky. How about that?
You know how much love. You know how much paladins love to be called softer option.
I noticed this, so I tried to overcorrect.
Let's send in the softer option. Grin.
Amaric's a businessman. Let's do business with him. Money talks. Business is business.
I would say he is the more subtle option.
Thunder is the melee Overwatch, which I've never heard of before in my life, but that.
But I'm
Melee
fascinated to see how
Overwatch.
it
What?
comes
The
But I
melee-
like it.
What?
You are the melee Overwatch.
Like most people do that with, like, I don't know, a bow and arrow, a wand, if you will. We have thunder.
You don't need
Large
that.
crossbow. Large crossbow is the best Overwatch weapon. You have your
I'm a
claws.
large cat.
No, we want a
And-
large crossbow that can
And
shoot
falling.
Okay.
I'm writing this down in my journal right now. I want to shoot thunder out of a crossbow at someone.
Well, I was shot out of a catapult in the previous.
That is true.
Dude, I just saw D&D race things that had the heights, and Tabaxi are like taller than most everything.
Really?
Yeah,
Like they're right up there with like the Half-Orcs.
Oh, I didn't know that. Look at that.
Yeah, but they're skinny. They weigh as much as a halfling.
Big ass kitties.
Ronnie.
Oh, DM, I
The
just
way
sent
you
a
said
message,
that,
sorry.
Mark.
Mhm.
Big ass kitties.
Geez, you got a big.
A
Geez,
big
you got
ass
a big
kitties.
pussy. Geez, you got a big pussy. Geez, you got a big pussy.
Why'd you say it
Why'd
twice?
you say it twice? I didn't.
Because the echo.
What movie is that?
You get it?
Predator. I said to my girlfriend the other day, I said, hey, I'd like a little pussy. And she said, yeah, me too. Mine's as big as a house. She wants a little one because hers is big as a house.
Phenomenal movie, by the way.
Oh, it's classic.
Indeed.
Okay, so Grin, you're gonna run point on going inside. Correct?
Well, what is our plan to get him out of here? The man is a money launderer. Perhaps we should offer him some business laundering money.
You could set the inside of the boat on fire as well.
All
Jaren-
right, Airman.
It is very true. It is very true.
Jaren,
I would like to establish I'm trying to be very consistent in my character communication. Foreshadowing, if you will. I don't know.
you're obsessed with the fire. Stop with the fire.
No, it's great. It's great.
I'd say if there's some way we can get him out here, perhaps bringing him out, if we have a
All right.
chest of money we can't bring inside, we have to keep outside guarded, that at least separates him from the inside of the boat.
Grant, who's going in with you? Is Lucius and Risk going in with you?
And Darius. But I will be. I think
a recommendation, I would recommend this. He will respond if we invoke his brother's name. We could warn him, or you could perhaps play that you are aware of or in league somehow with one of the dead three, and that Morty is somehow, that we either have him captured or he is on the way to Captain Zod, and you're trying to get him out of the ship so that maybe we can go intercept him with him. Maybe that would work.
Okay.
sounds
From this point on, I'm going to need Lady Elsa to walk away from the rest of this conversation. There are things that she cannot know
I like where this is going.
because if she does, then she's got what's called non-plausible deniability.
Right.
She legally should not hear what I'm about to share.
I like your drow side coming out.
Wait, do I need to go this way? Where do I need to
As
go?
they say, tell me more.
Just anywhere out of earshot, milady.
What? I can't hear you. I can't.
I like
There-
her.
There,
I cast 24-inch bubble of silence around her head.
Here, put this crown on it. I think it's ridiculous.
Lucius,
You know
if
me
I
so
may,
well.
Lucius, if I may, one of my specialities is improvisation. So I feel that I could best serve by being close to the incident in case there needs to be a sudden change in tactic.
all right. Sure. I sounds fantastic. We can Look, there are there are two twin dark elves inside this ship, most likely. They work for Amric, and once upon a time there was this local bard here in Baldur's Gate that had begun spreading ill truths and bad rumors about the House of Elton. I was tasked with handling the problem, and I approached this gentleman, and I requested that he stop speaking these ill rumors and untruths. He, of course, declined, stating that they were not that ill rumors and untruths, but rather truths and proper bringing to light, shall you say, of the House of Elton. Let's just say that we had a disagreement, and the twins that work for Amric have taken care of the problem for me. He was later found with his tongue stuck in his coin purse. I believe that for the right price, these twins would hold no allegiance whatsoever to Amric and would be amenable to any of our needs.
Can't we just kill them?
You're speaking of Aerith and Belden.
Yes, those are the Dark Elves.
And yes, they are pure sellswords. So if we do offer them more gold than what they are being offered right now, they very well could shift allegiances.
For, say, 1,000 silver, I do believe that they would not hesitate to come to our aid.
I seem to remember at one point there was an industrious bard somewhere around Baldur's Gate that may have been a little bit loose with his tongue and ended up losing it, maybe never finding it. You wouldn't have happened to have known anything about that, would you?
That, of course, is not the one I speak of. This was some other one.
It's a different one. Okay. Well, I can move inside. I think that perhaps the people who go inside first should go in without me, and then I can come in about 2 to 3 minutes afterwards and perhaps join, assist, or create some kind of changing whatever the situation is.
I will enter now, go to the bar, and await any sort of signal.
Well, I feel we should all stick together. One of us should do the talking, and the others can be the person's underlings, hired henchmen.
As I said, Green, and of course this is up to you, because Lady Elsa trusts all of you with her very life. So, but I suggest that I could play the bit of confusion, distraction, or plan changing when needed, as, say, backup. And as I don't necessarily blend in well with your group, I think that would be believable.
Hold on. Is Elsa going in the bar?
No.
I was going to say, that's a terrible idea.
I think Elsa and Mordecai are staying out. And I don't know who else is staying out.
Mortlock is
I'm
definitely
staying out because I'm in a crow's nest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mortlock's good.
I'm
Wait.
Is not in the business.
Is the boat the bar?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
below
Oh, well,
decks.
goddamn. I didn't even know. So you go figure.
I do defer to Riss, however, and I put most of it towards Riss in the you are more knowledgeable than I, so I definitely focus that towards Riss if that it suits his idea of the situation.
Well, before
Sorry,
Darius
guys, I
goes
just got
in,
disconnected for a second.
So
It's all right. Basically, I'm saying, as I said, I feel like I would be good as a third party, possibly wrench in the machine if need be, as a backup, a bit of improvisation that I could be placed there, ready to help in moments of need.
That sounds like a good idea, Darius. Have you ever been in this particular tavern before?
No, actually, I have not.
Okay, whatever you do, trust no one. Watch your purse strings and don't turn your back on anyone who you have any suspicion of. This is not a friendly place.
Funny, that's part of the bardic motto. So, but thank you for the reminder.
Of course.
Hey, Lucius, I think what another good plan could be, I could walk into this bar and address these two drow that we have been talking about and just offer them 50 gold pieces apiece.
I don't know what that converts to in silver quickly. Okay, you have to tell me.
Oh, it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot of silver.
Is it more
silver,
like so?
Silver is dimes. Silver is like dimes.
Okay, so they're
yeah,
10 cent pieces.
It's 10 per. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And either just have them not take any kind of action, or they could be defensive on our part.
Oh, I believe that we can ask them to, in fact, aid us.
Exactly, yeah.
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 And let's not be skimpy with the price tag. I didn't realize the conversion from silver to gold. So let's call it 100 gold pieces apiece, just to ensure that they are amenable. Yeah. I give you 100 gold pieces of my own.
Yeah.
I do thusly as well, if need be.
Well, no, the more people that put in, I'm gonna start pulling some back. Like, if anybody else wants to contribute, this would be a great use of party funds. But we've already split up all the party funds.
You guys are all talking down there, and if anybody looks up, you see Thunder picking up dead seagulls, throwing them at ravens,
and eating them.
Snatching them out of the air and eating them.
If you, I mean, we've split up party funds, but we still have all the gems. We've got 2 moonstones. Each one's worth 100 gold piece.
Oh, perfect. Let's just use
look at that.
We'll just offer them the moonstones.
Oh.
So, Grant, in the future, we should probably have a percentage of funds that's automatically placed into party funds.
Okay.
So we don't have to deal with individuals dishing things out on behalf of the party.
Cool.
In the shoe mugger
we can
money.
incorporate ourselves.
Yes, the in the shoe mugger money. That's exactly. We need the in the shoe mugger money fund.
If I lived in New York City, I know that very well.
I just wanted to make sure that like everyone had some, because like I had essentially almost no money at all, so I was looking to get something.
Looking to get something.
But yeah, I'm cool with like 50% of what we find is just party funds that we just draw from whenever.
Yes,
we can do that.
50 to 75%, something like that.
We could even perhaps take
50.
that money and lend it out into
25.
the market for a yield and percentage, perhaps. Yes, we could set up quite the yield farm, if you will.
Yeah, we could do. It's a compounding daily.
And then we could what we could
pays
do
out
is,
after it's got a 5-year maturity on the treasury side, but.
Mark, did you see my whisper to you? I know you're not seeing a lot of comments coming through, so I don't know why you wouldn't see it.
I am. Let's see. Oh, there it is. No, sorry. There's been like 50 whispers in that time.
Yeah, like I said, like I know you're not looking at a lot of stuff.
It's too bad we can't use the roll 20 thing.
So for those that are on Twitch, Just know there's a lot of shit going on that you don't know about.
We promise.
But Elsa hears nothing.
But
Yes,
if you
many
spend
whispers and
enough
discussions.
orange Fanta, you can get access into knowing.
No, don't tell him that because we can't really make that so.
That would be fun though.
It would be cool, and we could do that. We just need to set up a Discord, and like, we can probably do it that way.
Yes.
No more software programs. 3 is enough for me.
Oh, I love you, old. I love you, old person, because I was going to say exactly the same thing.
You guys got me fucking twisted if you think I'm gonna add another fucking stream.
Have you guys actually?
No, Joe's
like,
over there
still
playing
on the
fucking
dock,
online games
like,
while we
trying
do.
to figure out how to walk downstairs, or are you actually going in?
Playing in chat.
What was that, Jaron?
Are you guys still on the dock trying to figure out how to go downstairs, or have you begun the process of walking downstairs?
I was waiting. I was waiting on Riss to give me a yay or nay on my there as improv backup.
Yeah. Yay.
All right.
I see. So I march forward and say, break a leg, my friends.
See you on the inside.
So Mark, I enter firstly and find the bar.
All right. Sorry. Oh, all the whispers.
Oh fuck!
So many whispers.
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
There's my roll, Mark.
I'm looking for it. Hang on.
That's pretty dope.
That's my subtle hint to get going.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Yes. Oh, fuck.
Remember, we're high charisma, not high strength.
Oh
yeah, Jaron, that's for you.
Huh?
That's Karen.
Jaron, the carcass of a seagull smacks into your cloak with a dull thwomp. Pasty white and gray feathers are stuck to the cloth of your cloak.
I do love that it's with a thwump.
Because I threw a dead seagull at Jaron, like, get these fuckers moving.
I know. He's like, I threw a dead seagull at Jaron. I'm like, roll the hit. He rolls a 22 to hit. That's what I'm like, Jaron can duck. Roll perception. Nope.
I would have laughed my ass off if, like, suddenly the DM says, I need a saving throw, please.
You got crow's disease about to happen.
Oh, well, actually, we're paladins. We don't really have this problem.
Fair.
We don't get diseases. We
Fair,
sure
fair.
do.
We don't get diseases. We give diseases. All right. Well, like I said, we're a different kind of paladin.
All right, let's move inside.
All right. So inside we have, it's going to be Riz, Grin, Lucius, and Darius.
Yes, I preceded them by a minute or so.
All right. So here, let's do this. Let's get you guys back here, but then let's separate. It's Lucius. Let's grab Darius. Bum bum bum. Okay. Now we are to. Wait, that's not it. That's not it. Where am I? On the main deck. Nope, you're at the main deck. The busiest and noisiest part of the ship reeks of sweat, cheap ale, rotting timbers, and old vomit. You see bouncers positioning themselves so they can see everything that happens here. A voice from the front of the bar yells to you, and she says, "Well met. My name is Leorella Thunbreath, but folks around here call me the Captain. If you're thirsting for a beverage or looking to gamble, you've come to the right place. But watch your step. Things can get pretty messy around here."
I nod with a grin and step forward to the bar and say, "What a delightful beverage to serve, Capitan."
She has second here. She has drinks, and drinks and drinks.
Ah, good. Well, since you have drinks and drinks and drinks, I will. I will take the finest ale that you have.
Where is? Oh, here we go. Sorry, where is it? Sorry, I knew I had it here somewhere. It's around here. I swear to God, it is.
We believe you, Mark, and we believe in you.
Somewhere around here, there's something that would work. Oh, here. There we go. Aha. So she says, well, we have a decent variety of some of the finer ales and drinks. Certainly the best thing that you can find in this district.
What have you from Waterdeep, my friend?
Oh, Waterdeep. I thought maybe I heard a slight accent with you, but
indeed, you caught me. I am but fresh and new to the city, El Capitan, and am most pleased to be here, especially at such a time of upheaval and intrigue.
Well, you seem to have gotten into the city just in time, for I hear all of the gates are shut, although I do not have the chance to get out and see for myself, as business is doing quite well in this situation. But for my friend from Waterdeep, I can give you a fine tankard of bitter. It is a good year. This was from last season's harvest. It is aged quite well in the oaken casks, and I think you'll like both the bouquet and the head on it.
Oh, dear Lord. The mere fact that you bring forth the bouquet, of course, raises and elevates the establishment to a height I had not expected. Please do engage me with this playful and tasty bitter.
What do you mean, don't expect it? What, you think I don't know anything about ales just because I work in a tavern?
Let's just say I traveled amongst some mucky mucks, and I don't necessarily know my place here in Baldur's Gate. So my apologies, Capitan. I do not mean to disparage your palate.
She kind of like bustles up her bosom and she kind of sidles up next to you. And she's only about 5'2". So she's staring up at you and she's kind of glowering at you. And she goes, I'm just busting your balls. And she literally like grabs a hold of your crotch as she says that. And she's like,
consider them busted, madam. Consider them busted.
I'll get you your tankard right away.
Oh,
I like
you
this one. I like him. He's good. He's good. And she goes behind the bar. And one of the bartenders, you see her look at him, and he's a Kenku. And she was like,
person.
Tankard.
Oh, it's good that I didn't go in there.
Birds.
And she'll the Kenku fills up a tankard of bitters, hands it to her. She sets it down in front of you and she goes, there you go, gorgeous. She goes, that's going to be 13 coppers.
Oh, indeed. Do please allow me to set forth the gold here of 2 pieces and allow that to stand for a tab for myself this evening.
She grabs the gold coins, tucks them into her bosom. Then you see her pull out a small, looks like a small roll of parchment. She unrolls it, grabs a scrap of paper, and she says, absolutely, I can do this. She says, what is the name to go on the bottom?
Do say Coda.
Coda.
Yes,
from Waterdeep.
Yes, indeed.
This is what I write down for you.
Do know, despite my size, I am a lightweight, so I am not expecting any of that back. So I will drink lightly and celebrate your fine establishment at the same.
She says, very well. She says, please, if you would like, you can of course sit up here at the bar with me. I enjoy the company. If not, you can take a seat at any one of the tables. Oh, excuse me. Although, oh man, did I just lose that? I did. Sorry. I need to log back into Roll20. I was like, where's my map? Where's my Roll20? It's all gone. There it all went.
Well, I find myself most pleased with your company and with those here at the bar with me. So I do believe I will stay here at the bar.
Very good, very good. And then she'll walk over to one of the other customers. She's a human female, probably middle-aged, somewhere between 30s and 40s. Little heavier set, very very chesty.
Middle age is 30s and 40s. Holy shit.
Well,
yeah, right.
Especially for this day and age, yeah, it wouldn't like
right.
considered middle aged.
although when you think of the amount of magic and clerics available, I'm sure that works quite well.
Yeah, and she says, she says, just as a little friendly piece of advice, if you're looking to do any of the gambling, I would say avoid the tables to the back. They take it a little seriously back there. Now, there's Hitoshi and the dwarf over there. His name is Grimboot, but he's actually a pretty nice guy. So they play stakes that don't involve chopping off fingers and toes and things like this. So yeah, I'm not saying that you don't know how to do what you do, but I'm saying if you go back to the back tables where Tammy the Red and the Drow brothers are, it's going to be a little bit more dicey. So just word to the wise.
I tend to enjoy keeping my digits, so perhaps you are less likely to remove digits. So I think I'll stay here.
That's a good choice.
And the bitters are immensely delicious.
Yes, it's yeah. You're like it's definitely decent. But you're like, yeah, okay. You're looking around. You're like, this is about as best as I could expect from an establishment like this.
I've drank in worse places. I've actually played in worse places.
And
I've got friends in low places.
And everybody else is still atop above decks. Let's see.
No, the rest of us went down there just a minute or so behind him, and we've been emoting.
Aha.
I do keep my eyes out for anything that seems to be a cue or in case anything gets a little crazy.
And as you walk in, the captain, she yells out, "Well met. My name is Lerele Thundred, but folks around here call me, oh my God, is that Grin?"
Oh, it's lovely to see you again.
You owe me 2 gold.
After all
You
that
said that you
talk,
were going to
Grin
pay
knows the fucking code.
Are you? Oh, you 2 gold. I'm fairly certain I paid that back last week when I was around these parts.
No, I have written down in my log.
Are you
2
sure?
gold, it says.
Well, perhaps we could talk about it over a cup of fine wine. You can add that to my tab also, please. Thank you very much.
Roll a like a charisma persuasion check.
Yes, let's discuss my tab over what you're adding to my tab.
I'm a little too distracted to be overly persuasive.
No, she you see her she reaches back behind some of the casks and pulls out an old dusty bottle, pops the cork with her mouth, and then you see her take 2 used tankards that were sitting on the bar. She just unceremoniously dumps them out and then just starts pouring wine into the tankards.
Yes,
I grab a tankard and start drinking it. You know, I've had far worse than this.
She starts drinking with you, and she's like, "So after this, it's now 2 gold and 5 copper."
Yes, well, you know I'm good for it. In fact, I came in here. I thought I'd try my luck again at Baldur's Bones.
You and your Baldur's Bones. Well, I'm sure you can find more than a few scoundrels in the back that are more than willing to take your money. Speaking of which, if you have money for Baldur's Bones, you do owe me 2 gold and 5 copper. So
yes, but you see, I need to win more money from Baldur's Bones in order to pay you back the 2 gold and 5 copper now.
He's like, how about that that ivory handled little short cane you have tucked into your pocket there? I bet I would be more than willing to call our tab even. Hell, I will even throw in the rest of this bottle if you just hand over that to me.
Unfortunately, that's already spoken for, as much as I would love to give it to my dearest friend on the south of Baldur's Gate.
Like,
but I really
Thank you,
must
Rock.
be
Thanks for
going
following.
now.
like, you're going to settle up this debt before you leave tonight. No more, I'll get it for you next time.
My word is my bond. Have I ever disappointed you?
Yes, last time you were here.
Yes.
Don't answer that question. last time was a fluke. And I kind of
like, all right. Yes, you see towards the back. I don't know if can all of you read the name tags on the different Oh yeah. I think you can all read the different name tags on the characters, yeah?
Yeah, bouncer.
Bouncer-ish.
I see bouncers everywhere. That's what I see.
Oh yeah, can you not see Grimboot, Hitoshi Jade, and Jordan Nyberry and all those guys?
No.
Oh shoot. Okay. Well, here, let me see if I can do this real quick. Like, oh, yep. There we go. So let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, I hate how you like the default is that players cannot see the name tags. I'm like, then I have to go through and do all
But
this.
there was that one time we saw the name and you didn't want us to see the name.
Right.
One time.
I mean, the grass is always greener.
That time when it was evil spy who wants to kill all of them.
That Lafarve?
Lefebvre.
Oh, do mispronounce the name. I bet that will irritate.
But yeah, as I walk away from
Can everybody see all the names now on all the other NPCs?
Yes, indeed.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
as I walk away from her, I kind of glance over at Darius and then back at what's her name again? Lorena.
Lorella.
Lorella.
The captain.
Yeah, the captain. You know, I kind of glance at Darius and I glance back at her and I say, "Some odd fellows you are allowing in here, it seems, as of late."
To the captain?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "What? You know more of these people than I do."
I know, and if I owned a bar, I wouldn't let any of them inside.
When I hear you, I chuckle and raise a tankard to you.
I just kind of go,
And I just assume you're playing a part and not really reacting to me that way.
All right. So you are going over to talk to Belden and Aerith.
Yes, Aerith and Belden.
Yes. So I shall move y'all over there. They right now look like they are engaged in a lively game of Baldur's Bones. Neither of them looks as though they have probably slept all night. And there is a pile of assorted coinage on the table right now as they are taking turns rolling dice.
How many seats are there at the table that are
there
open?
are there are four seats at the table, all of which are currently occupied. So there's Belden is oops, shoot, I'm trying to move him onto his seat. Aerith is sitting next to him. You've got Tammy the Red is sitting there, and Donrick McCulloch sitting right there.
All right. Are there any open stools like over here?
Yes.
Or
yes,
here that could be like pulled over to maybe sit down and play a game?
Yes. There are. Let's see. There is one open stool right here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And who's Hitoshi Jade? I don't know. Do I know any of the? Oh, that's Grim. Okay. Grimboot.
Let's see. One of these. Yeah, Grin, you also recognize Satoshi Jade. He's a fellow sailor. Not known to be very fond of the drink, and has found his way off of ships more often due to his drinking habits, which in the sailing community is actually quite impressive. He was most recently from a merchant ship called the Golden Gull, now owned by the Erlentree Patriarch family. But that is another character you recognize down here in the bowels of the lowland.
Owned by a merchant family. Woohoo.
Erlentree. The Erlentrees. Notable members of the city's Merchants League. The Merchants League was an organization based in Baldur's Gate that promoted safety on the caravan routes throughout the region surrounding the city. The league began to decline in the mid-14th century because of many other local costers and leagues being formed. Under the leadership of Dabron Sashenstar and with the backing of the Dukes of Baldur's Gate, the Merchants League grew into a Priakos and began to challenge the Iron Throne for weapons trade in the Western Heartlands. The Merchants League was officially dissolved in 1482 by the Council of Four in Baldur's Gate. Although the former members, it was dissolved not under any sort of foul circumstances. They just basically were like, okay, like you're now being. It was almost like an anti-monopoly deal. But the members of the former Merchant League still continue to operate in singular fashion. In different trade guilds, including the woodworkers, seafarers, traders, merchants, all that. Ooh.
I'm a pretty couth individual.
Yeah,
but I was just wondering.
Advantage on that. I will even give you advantage.
Oh, sweet. I think I might have managed it. Good.
Yeah.
I do swallow hard and then take a moment to in my brain say testing, like in my head.
What the fuck is in this bitters?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, and for Darius, you heard her voice as though she was standing right behind.
Yes, yeah, I knew who it was. I knew who it was. I was like, I thought you were outside. Oh shit!
Elsa, lady, what are you hiding behind the bar?
It took me a little bit to catch up.
Yeah, Darius damn near spewed all of his drink into the face of the bartender. And for Riz and Lucius, yes, there is a stool that you can pull over from the other table that would allow you to sit at the table with the brothers and
I don't need to take a seat at the table. I don't do the gambling. No. No, I'm strictly here on business, sir.
I'll grab a stool and pull it over and sit down.
But I do meticulously start calculating the amount of money at the table versus the amount that the twins have, and my knowledge of the game itself to try to determine whether they are up and are taking from these folks, or if it's going the other way.
I like it.
Yeah, give me an intuition check. I think that might be a good one.
You mean an insight? Insight, DM? Maybe? Is that what you're talking about? Can you hear me? Hello?
Intuition or insight?
I don't see an intuition.
Yeah, insight, thank you. Yeah. Intuition.
Oh, I totally know exactly what's going on at this game. I 100% know what's happening here. I just need you to tell me what it is.
Looks like they're playing cards.
It's actually dice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like,
Wrong game, you idiot.
Other card, like, these are dice.
Oh, so you guys got a good card game going? No, we're dicing, bro.
Dominoes, homie.
Lucius thinks they're delivering a baby.
So this is the orgy table. Cool. I sit down and try to figure out like who the hustlers are, you know, similar to what Lucius had said, but like sitting down for my own practice.
But you know, not understanding at all.
Not exactly
like Lucius
what he said, but
I don't do it like Lucius did it.
but like, are these players like the real deal? Are they just giving their money away?
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay, I'll just sit down and say, gentlemen, is there room for one more?
Nice.
Because I did.
Yes, you pull up the table. At which point, and are you full-blooded drow or half drow? Can't remember.
I'm
you
full.
are full. You're full. Yeah.
Oh.
See Belden, who was next to you. Without looking, he's like, yeah, pull up a stool. We don't care. Yeah, pull up a stool. And then you see Aerith look over and he sees you and then he elbows Belden, and Belden's like, oh, hey.
I just match gazes.
Brother.
Just matching gazes.
They say, oh yes, no, absolutely. It's been too long. How have you been, brother?
It has been long. I have been as well as can be. I'm hoping to take some coin off of some people on this table, or perhaps distribute some coin to some people at this table.
They kind of look at each other, and Aerith says, so are we talking a game of chance, or are we talking perhaps something else?
I would say yes. Let us play.
Let us play then. All right. He's like, you, of course, you know Baldur's Bones?
And,
And you are familiar with it. It's basically each player is given 3 dice. It's kind of like blackjack. You roll 3 dice, and then you hand the player to the player next to you. They roll their 3 dice, and then it goes around until it gets to the first person. That first person can either hold, or they can
or roll again.
hit and roll again. If you roll again, you add another die to it, and then adding that other die. Then anybody who wants to stick can stick. At the end of the game, whoever is closest to 21 without going over wins.
It's a game of statistics and probability, which I am actually proficient in.
Well, there we go. Look at that then.
Player who rolls takes an additional die and rolls it. If the total of the dice exceeds 21, So each player puts the agreed ante in the pot. Each player then rolls 3 die. Play proceeds clockwise around the table, with the host of the game going last. On their turn, a player can choose to stand or roll. If the player stands, the next player can take a turn. A player who rolls takes an additional die and rolls it. If the total of their dice exceeds 21, they bust and are out of the game. Otherwise, they keep rolling additional dice until they either stand or break. After everyone has had a turn, the highest point total, excluding the players who busted, wins the game and takes the pot. There we go.
Are we gonna play this now?
What kind of bet is it?
Right now.
And can you raise it after a round?
Yeah. So, he says, Eric says, right now we've been playing 5 silver ante. I know it's a little steep, perhaps, but this is it's been good for us. We've been doing quite well, and it seems like Tammy over here. I don't know what she did on the last voyage out to sea, but her pockets seem quite deep, and she's just kind of growling at him, and it's.
I go into my pouch and I'm like, I happen to have 6 silver, and I put them on, and I put the single one aside. I was like, this is for the bar wench.
Very good, very good.
And I ante up, and I just took my 6 silver off my character sheet.
The master is in, and so let's see.
Never gave a name. But...
Oh, gotcha, Thunder. I was gonna say, Thunder, you don't like you're not in combat or anything, so basically, and you're skilled in athletics. So if you want to climb over the side of the ship, there are enough handholds where, unless you're being pressed like in combat or something like that, you can basically take 10 and do it without fear of failure. So yeah, you just let me know if you want to climb over the side of the ship, and I'll make that happen. All right, so it's going to go around the table. You will be able to roll last. Belden will roll first, and he rolls 3d6.
I thought the host rolled last.
Well, since you're the new one, you're going to be considered the host.
Oh,
you're hosting this as the new player to the table. So he's got 12. He's gonna roll again. So he's at 14. He's definitely rolling again. He's at a 17.
It's pretty good.
He's feeling lucky. He's rolling one more time. Oh, Belden. He's like, ah.
One over.
He's like, well, luck can't last forever. Here, luckily, I've got this one. My luck runs out. This begins. So he hands the dice to his brother. He rolls. And he will roll again. And again. There we go. 19. So
that's good.
Yes, Aerith is sticking at 19. Now it goes to Tammy the Red. Oh, and she says, I can feel my luck is changing. Starting now.
Feels that way.
Oh, yes. She's like, here it comes, here it comes. Here it comes. Damn it. We'll roll again. Ooh, so she is now at I believe, oh shit. 4, 5, 8, 20, 12, 15, 16, 20. She's at 20.
Wow.
Do you roll them one at a time?
And so it's going to go over to the Donrick.
Wow.
There we go. He's at 9. Oops. 15. Here he goes. He's feeling lucky. 18. You know what? Well, shit. He's
18,
already
you
behind.
gotta get all
He's
3 ones.
Yeah, he's got to do it. He's got to roll again. Ooh, he's at 20. All right, 20 to you then.
Can you just roll a single d6? I thought you rolled 3 at a time.
You roll 3d6 to start, and then if you hit, you roll another d6 and hit again. Roll another d6. So it's certainly a lot easier than blackjack. But given that you are skilled, I will let you. You get 1 free reroll, and then if you make a skill check, I will give you a second reroll.
Okay. 12. And now from here, I can just roll a single d6.
Yep, single d6.
Mark, I'm over the side.
All right.
See that?
13.
Yep.
Just read the positioning.
15.
So all you see is a cat's face.
21.
Oh shit!
Fucking crushed it, Riz.
There you go. 11, 13.
Yeah.
12,
You know what I did?
13,
I rolled
15.
right into that Terry fold.
Yes, you did.
Baldur's Jack.
All right, you end up taking the pot.
You wanna grab my Terry fold? You can touch my Baldur's Gap.
Son of a bitch.
So you end up pocketing 20 silver.
Silver. Plus my 5.
Yep. Yep. You get your 5 back.
And I look at them, I'm like, I tend to be extremely lucky. My luck can pour onto you if we keep on playing. And I put more silver out. And I look at the other 2, like not the drow, but the other 2. I'm like, if you want to keep doing this, I can do this all night.
At that point, Riz, you see Aerith. He is using the drow hand language, and you see him and Lucius are communicating.
Okay.
Do I see any? And Belden will look over and basically all you catch is okay, what do you need? That's what Aerith says. Thunder climbs over the side, slides onto the edge of the boat on the water side, looking at the glass windows. He then positions himself so that all shows his face as he looks in the window at the happening, looking for targets. Meow, meow. Like literally, you can probably stick your head through this porthole right there, this porthole window, which is actually pretty good. You can kind of see there's some candles and some things set up. There's like a crate, looks like a chest possibly with a broom behind it, and then you have view into the area where you see this group here gambling at a table.
Does he see any of the foldy holds?
The foldy holds, all the foldy holds.
Are there anybody? Is there anybody in there, or is it just like a blank room?
No. There. Oh yeah. There's. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I can't see anything over there.
Here, let's
It's all blacked out.
Oh, sorry. Here, let's
Suddenly we see Thunder's head pop in.
do this.
There, that's what I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see Thunder's face
Eh,
in a porthole, looking at you like this is taking entirely too long. You better speed it up.
Now?
Now?
Aerith is going to gesture back in the Drow language. He was like, "What about Amric?"
Yeah, I'll say he's who we need, and I'll gesture a very high price.
He's like, "You need to talk to Amric?"
It may be more than that.
He nods his head, and he looks over at his brother, and he was like, "Do you need to kill Amric?"
I'm gonna look down at Riss.
I'll measure in. I'll be like, I'll do the hand language. I was like, not killing, acquiring.
And they kind of look at each other and they say, and you see them say, they're like,
I'll say, we need him.
What is the difference between
killing
and acquiring?
I'm doing hand language. We need him to get to someone connected to him.
They're not gone.
He wants you to take her out.
You like take
her out? I'm gonna take her out. Like take her out, show her good time.
Show her good time.
And I'm trying to do this around like throwing dice and stuff too.
Yeah.
Right. You all are sort of
trying to be inconspicuous.
Counting points. Yeah. And they seem to be pretty okay with knowing that out of everybody here, there are very few people that can actually speak the Drow fucking hand language.
So Mark, as I note that he could be distracted in the midst of it, I do say a quick prayer to Timora, the goddess of luck, to make sure that he is well protected by fate and by entropy.
Oh, nice. Is that the bardic inspiration?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But it is an honest and true prayer skyward to the goddess of luck.
Oh dear God, please bless this rocket house and all who dwell within this rocket house.
Yes, basically.
I'm not normally a praying man, but if you're up there, Superman.
Nice.
Aerith and Belden are both like, they kind of look at each other and they're like, we're out. Like they say we can't fuck with. We cannot fuck with Amric. Like, this is where we do business. Like,
will you stand with him if any oppose him?
They look at each other and they're like,
insight, super insight checking.
Does anybody go like
they
this?
Say we could be paid to stand aside.
Price.
Pay them to stand aside. Pay them to stand aside.
Yeah, you need paid.
We want pay them stand aside.
And he said that kind of exchange glances and 100 silver.
Done.
Yeah.
80 silver right now. And I go into my pouch and I pull out, let's see, that would be 8 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and I put it on the table, and I say out loud, I was like, for my next game, I would like to up the ante, and I just push it forward like 8 gold pieces.
Donrick goes, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" He like backs off from the table. He's like, "What the fuck?"
I like large games. This is my last one of the night, I promise.
You pale-skinned bastards! You have some sort of fucking deal. I see you making the fucking hands at each other.
Making the hands.
Fucking I ain't done. I'm not having none of this. I'm gonna go over to the fucking bar.
I'm gonna kill him.
I like where this is going.
I stick my head in right behind the dark elves.
Oh,
like-
fuck.
I like climb partway through the window, and my head is now inside the window, like because I'm on that side of the boat.
And at that point, you see Tammy kind of looks at you, and she looks
At me?
over at the brothers. No, at Riz, and she's looking, and she licks her lips. You see her reach into a belt pouch.
She's gonna pull out 8 gold.
She grabs, slaps down 8 gold on the table.
There.
She's like, "I'm in."
I like this game. I've played it so many times. Come to similar results.
I'm gonna look at the person who pulled the gold out of the pouch, and I'm gonna say, and this is, as you said, this was who?
Tammy the Red.
Tammy the Red.
Tammy? Who's Tammy the Red?
Tammy the Red. None of you know her.
He's had a great deal of luck, though, apparently. Recently.
Yes.
Someone else who's been
She
saying a
she
few
definitely
words to
looks like
time
she's a sailor.
Okay.
Is she a pirate?
She definitely, well, a pirate sailor. She definitely looks like.
Where is she in relation to where Elsa is?
Rough and tumble. Well.
Even though she's a woman, she is a
Below deck.
seaman.
Elsa's even lower below deck.
Okay. I'm going to look at Tammy the Red, and I'm going to say, Madam, even if you win this game, perhaps that night might not be what you want.
And she kind of looks at you. Yeah. She looks at you, looks at Riz, looks at the 2 Draw brothers, and she very slowly reaches and grabs her hand, pulls it back from the table, and she then puts it back into her belt pouch, and she says, "Okay, I'll sit down." And she's like, "I'm gonna be back.
Well advised.
I do intend on winning back the silver that you've won from me already." So
Hey,
she's
Mark,
like, "Hold my seat at the table." Because
which one is the guy we're looking for?
he is not here.
He's not here. Is there another level?
There's always another level.
We can always take it to another level.
I'm gonna pull my head back in and go down 1 more level.
He's
Take 'em out all
going
by
down, down, down.
As you guys suddenly see, the slender tabaxi fit through the porthole, all Slender Man like, and then now he is walking around, and here he goes.
Down. Oh no, I meant from the outside, Mark.
Oh, you're going. Down. Let's see. Let me see.
Are there glass on the lower level? So the
No,
only way is to go inside.
Later, Joey.
No, yeah, it'd be. It's gonna be below the water line.
See you, Joey Joe.
All right,
Peace, Joe.
then I'm going inside, and I'm gonna, hold on. I need to motion up.
Yeah, give me an athletics check to squeeze through that portal, because I know you are slender, but you are also in full plate armor.
Athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I have a +4 on athletics.
He's like all contort. Oh my god!
You don't even see me do it.
He
pours
teleports
through like molten liquid, like molten steel, and then reforms.
He does it. He does it with one claw.
Yeah, he's like the fucking Terminator. Just rips right through there.
He disappears from his current location and just reappears in a full tuxedo. What's going on here, guys?
Looking all James Bond.
I just walk past them all like I don't even know them and go into the lower level.
That weird ass like house cat that you saw in one place, you swear, like 5 seconds ago, and they're across the room doing something entirely different.
It's deja vu all over again.
Yeah. So
knocking a glass off the table.
Yeah, you do see thunder. Yeah, so all of you do all of a sudden, because you can hear him too. He's clanking by in full plate armor, resplendent, shining, bright, full plate. You have no idea how he got in, but yeah, there he is, and you see him basically just ghost all of you and just walking straight down the fucking stairs to the next level.
So they better make this deal quick, is all I know. It's like, motherfucker.
Hey, Mark, I'm gonna roll a perception once I catch his catch that he's there. Okay.
Darius, holy shit, he knows what's going on.
So what I'm looking at is to see who amongst especially like the captain, but also any wait staff or anything else that may have caught his eye before he goes further down.
Surprisingly enough, I mean, you caught it because you know him, but it seems like everybody else is just kind of minding their own business. People are caught up in their own conversations, their own games, doing what they will. So he is literally like fucking Splinter Cell.
So I don't see anyone take note. I don't see anyone take note.
No. Yeah.
Okay,
no.
fabulous. Then I keep my gob shut.
Yeah. And at this point, Prin, she starts singing, and it is a favorite old sea chanty. Farewell and adieu, all you ladies of Moonshay. Farewell and adieu, all you ladies of Shay. And she has and Darius, you hear her voice, and it is absolutely, it is melodic and beautiful. And you're like, oh my God, like, who in the hell in this place has a voice like that?
Nice.
It is this small little halfling woman sitting and sharing a drink with Grin. Yes, she has a pair of old spectacles, and she's dressed like a sort of a common laborer, but yeah, she can sing like a lark, and with a very, very powerful voice as well. And yeah, she starts belting out this old sea shanty, at which point a lot of the people either kind of stop and listen, or we'll start chiming right in.
With as much deftness as I can muster, I whip out the lute and try to provide some sort of backing.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And I use my and I use my inspiration.
Oh, nice. Yes,
So,
you accompany her.
Yes.
Prin and I drink.
It's subtle and is meant to enhance her performance, not to point out my obvious brilliance.
Yes.
Prin and I are we're drinking to our legs. Drink to your leg. I'll drink to your leg. Drink to my legs.
Right. Drinking to the legs. Whoa, I want to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. But now I want to go and it's got right to my head.
Well, we know what the Strong family's carols sound like.
Then there's a big thump on the side of the boat. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Riz, Lucius, you both also notice Thunder as he strolls seemingly completely unnoticed through the middle of the bar and heading downstairs.
Seemingly unnoticed. The 6
Yeah.
walks past everyone.
Yeah, which
ignore
I rolled for it. And again, at this point, Prince started singing her song, so
It was
it's kind of
happening.
there's
There-
that
yeah,
right
yeah,
there's
okay.
just the kind of distraction I was talking about.
Yeah, no, I ignore him.
Yeah, I'll do this.
So they
if he
had
wants to
said
single-handedly fight the guy, then so be it.
I mean, there could be an escape route in the basement. It's not likely.
he's a paladin.
but-
He's walking into the Thieves Guild and demanding to see the head crook.
I am a paladin. Now that is the kind of paladin I am.
Wait, does a ship have a basement?
Possibly.
I'm wondering what that's specifically called. But
It may be attached to the dock in some way, and we just don't know.
So yes, Aerith and Belden have said, for 100, and then you said 80. They nod and they'll both say, hey, we don't need to roll this hand out. We know that we will take this one for you. And they will grab the coins, and then they say, just between us, at what time is this going to go down?
Looks like right now.
Yeah. I'll say
I
it
say-
appears as though it may or have
I say-
already begun.
Does not matter.
Soon-ish. We may call it soon-esque.
Yeah, and they're all doing so. Yeah. So Lucius and Riz, what would you say does not matter?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what Riss says.
And then
It's like-
I'll make the sign for, could, anytime. Could be like just the sign for anytime.
Now-ish.
But
Okay.
with like an emphasis on could be now, like anytime now.
You might want to go walk upstairs.
Yeah, they both are like, no, this is okay. Now we're going to take a walk outside.
I
And
look to them. I say, "Are you aware of his whereabouts right now?"
they look at each other like, yeah, down.
Downstairs.
Appreciate your candidness.
Right where that big heavy cat
Oh.
just went.
They say, and one more thing they say, do not mention our names.
Of course.
What names?
I like how Mark does the
And
hand.
they both do a little bow, and they're both going to take their leave as they both walk out of the bar and make their way.
You're lucky they're smart and they didn't keep going and like, our name's dipshit.
I knocked 80 gold pieces off of my character sheet.
80
I'll be
gold?
looking.
No, it should be 8
No, 80.
gold.
Yeah,
80 gold.
8.
It was 8. It was yeah. They wanted 100 silver,
It was only
and
8 gold.
you laid down.
Eight
And you
gold.
got them down to 80 to 8.
Yeah.
gold.
Oh, yeah. They
Which
were
would
like,
be
all
80
we gotta do is
silver.
look the other way. Like, all we gotta do is leave. Yeah. Pay us fucking
for 8
pay us
gold.
80 silver. Yeah, I mean they're playing for 5 silver a hand. They're like, yeah, shit, man. We can take a walk outside for the next
Now
hour.
might be a good
20-minute
time.
walk, we're good.
Now might be a
Got
good
it.
time to
My
get
math
some
is correct.
coffee.
Because they're like, wait, 80? Holy shit! Yeah.
Mhm,
Would you like me to
mhm.
get you another drink?
It's more like be available for services in the future.
Yeah.
Right.
Gary Kincaid sees 2 sketchy-looking drow who he somehow doesn't recognize. He's like, wait, I thought I knew all the sketchy-looking drow. In this town. These 2 are 2 I don't recognize.
Obviously, I've been too cloistered. Who are these sketchy bastards?
Yes. Thunder,
Yes.
you get downstairs.
This should be good.
You get with this tavern lounge fills an entire deck and is lit by oil lanterns hanging from the 8-foot-high ceiling by 1-foot-long chains. The windowless deck contains a bar, couches, coffee tables, and tables where patrons can socialize and gamble. You have bouncers standing in plain view across the deck, making sure that they have full view of everything that happens on this level. You see what would be here. Let me bring this up. You see this guy. But
Emmerich Van Fur.
Well, I like him.
Amric Van Thampoor has turned a pair of couches and a coffee table near the aft wall into his personal office. This is where he runs his money lending business.
Can we change his name to Amaric Smarmy Looking Bastard?
Right.
Just curious, because he's got a slight air about him. I don't know what it is.
He does, right? Amric sits alone on the starboard couch.
I kind of like
on the table.
sword growing out of his stomach. Van Damme.
So our melee Overwatch is now on point.
Right. Like, I got bored.
I did roll. Personally, I rolled and it didn't roll well.
So
The cat's
Amric
ADD
sits alone on the starboard couch, his feet on the table and his eyes on the room. He keeps the port couch open for clients, and you see 2 other figures, one of which is perched on the back of Amric's couch. And that figure is imagine a this is going to be sort of a stretch, but imagine a female version of this.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Like, why am I? God. Oh.
Teresa,
I feel like Tackleberry in Police, where all the gunplay is going on and I can't get to it. God.
I told Jaren, hey, Jaren, I told you I was going down, which means that was your sign to start heading in.
I was trying to maintain some discipline. I've at least got 2 drow. One I can throw in the water. The other one I can set on fire. I mean, I've got something, but you got to give me something to work with here.
I was like, I whistled up like I'm going inside. Whoop, and I went inside.
Can cats whistle?
This
That's
one
a good
can.
question.
I'm the same thing.
I very much would like to see that.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So he basically has a small velociraptor sitting on his couch. Demon.
Yeah. It's human sized. Female. She is wearing clothing. She's not completely knit, but covered in spines all over her body. Like in place of hair, long spines.
How big is it?
Medium sized. Yeah, human sized.
Human sized.
Like a human.
Humanoid.
Yeah.
Perched on the back of the couch.
Yeah. She is, almost, somewhat feral like, kind of like how Black Sky always kind of perches up on everything. So she's literally kind of perched, up on the back of the couch, rather than sitting it like a normal person, just kind of, perched up on the edge,
My dog does that. Okay. I'm gonna go and sit on the couch across from him.
As you approach, you see the
roll for initiative.
tiny one stand up and start to get in the way, and Amric, he kind of nods and he motions. He's like, and he says, "Well, good morning. What can I do for you? Are you perhaps in need of a loan, sir?
All alone. Your money launder. You take care of money. Yes? You
Well,
take the money.
I do many things with money. Yes, I
Okay,
am.
you make the money with the money.
Yes, this is what I do.
I have the money to make the money.
This is
Oh,
why we sent in the charismatic group.
you are already my favorite person I've met today. You say you have money, you would like to make more money. I can make this happen for you.
Yes,
Yes.
lizard though. I don't like lizard. Get out. I need lizard.
Kashara, please give us a little bit of space, please. Obviously,
Upstairs.
respect this man's space and personal. Just please.
Not my money.
Forgive
not
me.
my money.
Forgive me. She gets a bit protective.
She have big spine. I don't like big spine.
Well, and nor should you. And that's why. Yes, she is stepping back. Yeah, please. But I'm sure, although introductions are probably not necessary. My name is Emric, and you, sir. I feel like I should know you. This is quite the resplendent armor that you have. You must be a foreigner of some importance. I would say.
My name lightning strike twice.
Thunder, lightning strike. That is
no thunder. No thunder. Just
No thunder.
Lightning strike twice. That is yes. Now
My
that is a name to be reckoned with.
Strike twice.
Well, lightning strike twice. It is very,
You can
very
call me
good to
lightning.
meet you. Lightning.
Lightning.
Well done, sir. It's
no,
a pleasure
lightning.
to make your acquaintance.
No, lightning to the power of 2.
Lightning.
Lightning. Yes.
Lightning. Yes. Lightning strike twice.
Lightning strike twice. Yes. Yes. Well, thank you, sir. It is a pleasure to meet you. So, how much of this money that you have that you say you would like to make into more money? You are obviously a very wise fellow. I am the one to come to. If you have money, would like to make more money, I am the man that can make this happen.
Did Charizard leave yet, or is she still in the room?
Oh, she's still in the room. No, she kind of backs off into the corner though.
Like how far in the corner?
Like 5 feet. She's just kind of like
she's
giving
still
you
too
some
close.
space.
I need space. Send Charizard upstairs.
Matt, if I had an inspiration point, I would grant it to you, Charizard. I do appreciate that.
He says,
don't promote the animals.
Yeah, he says.
I want her to. I want to roll for persuasion because I want him to send her above deck so that the guys see that this creature is coming upstairs. I want to roll for persuasion. Oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah,
double 8 with a +4.
I
say lightning. I don't like. How much money?
Jared, what is the range on that? Is it 120 feet, 60 feet?
It's I would say it's a globe 60 foot around. So if I'm on the top deck, I should be like hitting below the water line.
Oh yeah, he should be able to see.
I mean, if it's detecting evil, I mean, yeah, this whole place reeks of evil. Yeah, I mean, it's known as a.
I just want to make sure, not that any of us are lawyers or anything like that we would disclose on Twitch, but you just said the whole boat is evil, right?
Oh shit!
I mean, basically I mean,
that's an excuse enough to burn it down, bro.
The evil boat.
That gives Jaren excuse enough to burn it to the ground. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's like you're definitely picking up on multiple, evil, if not like, not tyrannical level, like, greater lich level, but there's definitely like all sorts of just bad intent. Like,
so Mark, what do I need to roll to determine if in fact we are in danger of burning on a boat? Just
in
kidding.
danger of burning on a boat.
Or being roofied.
Right.
Feels like that kind
I
of
was
bar.
actually less worried about that, but now I
Well,
may
now you should be.
now I
It's
may
an evil
shift it.
bar.
Now I may shift it about. I don't know. Never been in that situation before, but
Well, you should come to my place more.
Okay. So
great
Right.
reason. Great way to get me to come and visit
there
you,
are
Marcus.
2 bouncers and a bartender in here, right? Mark?
Correct. Well, and there's this dude sitting at the bar as well.
That's how I get people to come visit me. I always say, "Come visit me. I'll roofie you."
Basically, I'm like, how much money? How much money you need? How much money you need? How much you make me? Where you take it? Where you do with my money? How I give my money back?
I can tell you, if you can put down at least a 50 gold.
50
wager.
gold, 50 gold, 60
50
gold.
I can give you back 10% in a 10-day.
10% in 10 days?
10% in a 10-day. I challenge you to find a better return in this city. Guaranteed, sir.
I said, I can kill the guy at the bar for 10 gold. I take his gold at 10 pieces.
Well, I mean, yes, and then you have to worry about the flaming fist. You have to worry about all the other
flaming fist now.
This is a legitimate business enterprise, and you have the knowledge that you have the backing of the Van Thampa family. Now, I am the next in line. My mother is one of the Dukes of Baldur's Gate. She's on the Council of Four. There are none who would have the brazenness nor the audacity to try to assail the family members of one of the Dukes of Baldur's Gate.
So I give you 100 piece. You take me to mother. I meet your mother.
Oh, well, in
meet
due time, sir. In due time. I'm sure mother would love to meet you. You seem like a charming fellow.
I drop a bag of 100 gold on the desk.
And this is how Faerun is introduced to How I Met Your Mother.
And
I
you
say,
he
100 gold, that 50 piece. I don't like
the guy
that.
from the bar comes by and he grabs the bag and then he walks away with it back to the bar.
Whoa. If he grabs the bag, I grab his hand.
Yeah, and he's like,
I grab his hand. I'm like, don't take my gold. I don't know you. I do with him, not with him. Who this man? I kill him.
No need for that. No need. This is Baltus.
Drop my gold.
Baltus is an accountant. He is my ledger keeper. He handles all of the money.
So my hand is around his wrist and my claws go out and in, just pricking his skin. Like, you drop my gold now.
He drops the bag. And,
I say, no, just come take my gold. Who did come take my gold?
Apologies, sir. Apologies. Just know, everyone on this ship, in this tavern, everyone from the Low Lantern is in the employ of yours truly.
Everyone on ship but me.
No, this is true, sir. Of course. No, you are a business partner of mine.
You know, take my egg roll.
I would like to be your business partner. Please, your money shall not leave your sight. If you would like, I can have Valthus here count the money in front of you. I just thought that might be in bad taste. I would not want to count the money of a potential client in front of them. Although these things need to be done, and that's why I don't do them myself. That's why I
never
have the
count
servants.
Let me trust this man with my money.
When you're sitting at the table.
You let him trust my money. You make him go over there where I can see him count my money. Bring him here. You count my money here.
He can absolutely count the money right in front of him.
Send your bodyguard up the stair, not right here with me, with my money. I feel
Oh,
something.
no, don't worry. She is
Send
like a
upstairs.
whisper. Oh, she does
Upstairs.
not go upstairs.
I
No, sir,
cannot
I'm
be
sorry.
here. She can. We do this elsewhere. Off boat. You have office.
This is my office, sir.
Your boat is office.
Yes.
Your money here on boat.
Well, some money is here on boat.
You have same money for me on boat. I have money for you. You have money on boat.
I will have your money. I will absolutely have your return. Like I said,
want
in
to
a
meet
10 days.
Amada.
And I'm sure that this can be arranged.
Amir, you drop your mother name. You drop your mother name. So I want to meet your. Not to you say. I have my mother. See a duchess, duchess. I don't know, for duchess, for horseman, whatever. I don't care. But you drop her name. I want to see her now.
Well, Master Lightning, I can assure you. Lightning. My apologies. The dialect is quite wonderful. I must train myself to speak better in that.
Nobody talk like me. I talk like me. You don't talk like me. It's insult to me. You talk like me. You talk like
no. I certainly would not.
You fuck on me. I fuck on you. Don't fuck on me.
No. I would never do such a thing. There is. I can tell you, if you have your 100 pieces of gold, I can turn that into a 10% profit guarantee, a minimum. Let me emphasize a minimum 10% profit in a 10-day. You come back in a 10-day, I will have guaranteed 110 gold. And this could be more.
I win that 10 gold upstairs playing dice with the fools. I play dice. I want more than 10%.
Oh, if you can get more than 10 gold from those idiots upstairs. Oh, please. Oh, most of them owe me everything that they're wagering right now at the tables.
Oh, this waste my time then.
No. This is a legitimate, and so you would like to make more. This is absolutely
to make more. You have business to make more money. You have better business.
And I can make you more. Now, if you were to take, say, 1,000 gold. Now, with that type of money, I can guarantee you a 25% return in a 10-day. That is 250 gold return in 10 days. It takes money to make money.
Gold? Who carry 1,000 gold? Who carry that money? Who put it? How you carry that much money? That's like 400 pounds. How you carry so much? That's too much. How much too much?
I have Valtis and Vashar, but
what?
For me, I have Valtis and Vashar, but
I have my carrier. They carry. You see the cat? They wander around. They carry my gold, but I don't carry 1,000 gold. That's too much.
Well,
you have 1,000 gold on boat.
Yeah, well, and I can also deal
in have 1,000 gold on boat.
In arts, gemstones, you name it. If there is a more
I tell you what, I tell you, I give you gold, you give me gem now, and then I come back, I give you gem for the gold. You money change now, we do business later. I don't carry so much gold.
Like I said, this is why I have my trusted companions.
So you have gem, you can take my gold and change to gem now.
Now I'm unsure of the nature of business. Are you looking to exchange your money, or are you looking to invest?
You tell me you exchange the money for gem. You tell me to invest. Either one.
No, sir. I'm sorry. I would like to say, if you have objects of antiquity, art, gemstones, other valuables of a non-pecuniary nature, I can, with a very trusted someone who has a very personal dealings in that nature, give you a fair and above market price for those. And that is a much more transportable method of dealing with sums in this amount.
See, like you, I don't like to carry the gold, but I have a friend who carry for me, have me special things people want, people think they need. people think they own. They don't own. I own because I have, not them. It's mine.
And Jaren, so as you walk in, well met. Hey there, gorgeous.
Jaren's
My name's
upstairs.
Lorella Thundereth, but folks around here call me the captain.
Can
Now,
I
it
hit
looks
that?
like you can handle yourself well enough, so I might just be asking you if there is perhaps a drink, something to wet the whistle.
So just so I'm clear, like the stairwell directly in front of me as I came down, that's the one they went down to see the source of
Correct.
my interest.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, literally, like if this is a concentration thing, damn near everyone in this bar except the people you came in with are pinging as evil. Like there's all sorts of foulness like afoot in here. That and, like you can kind of like the sort of places that you frequent in order to do your business are usually pretty reprehensible. Like as
Kill
far
all
as
of them like God's sword
So
them
my
out. Like really
question,
works
Mark,
here.
Mark, did
Yeah.
I hear the introduction upstairs when she yelled?
Oh
out?
you hear the captain saying hello.
You look like you can handle yourself. Oh, this is about to get ugly. So.
Oh yes, it is midnight.
Courtney.
This is actually probably a good time to call
Hi,
it, though.
Courtney.
It might,
Hi, Courtney.
yeah. Oh boy,
We're
we're
about
getting
to
good
fight.
shit. Jaren, how would you like to address the captain as she asked if is there something that I can get for you to wet your whistle?
And in a very overly loud voice, one that is not necessarily for confrontation, but more for letting it carry perhaps down to the below decks to see if any of my compatriots are perhaps still alive, because I actually don't know this because I haven't heard from them.
Yeah.
I would like a drink of blood. And I would say, and scene.
And and we shall pick this up next week. The drink of blood.
I would like a drink of blood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, not next week because next week the Floyd of Darkness will actually be in Austin with me, but we're going to be with my sister as well. So we will probably not be doing any games. At least myself and Courtney and the Floyd. But
we
yeah,
may look to a fiasco, or I may play around with something this week that we can start up.
And if you want to do Waterdeep, and because Black Sky's pretty easy to run, just yell at people, want to fight, go kill ruses.
Hey, Jacob played Black Sky.
Oh my gosh, that's
Absolutely.
that is completely true. You are definitely invited to play Black Sky.
I wanted to yell back up.
Sky, like cut from the same
Yeah,
cloth.
yeah, I'm completely ready to do some Waterdeep. So that's all good.
I was about to yell after he yelled out for the blood. I was gonna be like, "You try to cheat me!" So Jaren knows I'm downstairs.
I'll send Jaren Jay the link to the Black Orc speech.
Excellent.
So
excellent. So he can annoy me with how good you are at that shit.
That's fair.
Hey guys, as always, thank you guys for watching. We love to do this because we enjoy the shit out of each other's company, but also we're really happy to be able to do this for other people's entertainment as well. So thank you for those of you who tune in, and then for those of you who watch independently. We love you guys, and give us a follow if you haven't. And we're big fans of you. So thank you very much for tuning in to our critical fail.
Tonight, just the John version of the Elton family. That probably won't happen again.
That's right. If you're not following us, just know we've been following you.
That's true. Oh Christ, that's creepy. That's good. I'm gonna use that from now on. Okay.
Yeah, there's some lawsuit retainer happening now.
I like how we turn drow feet into the Delta.
Sign language. I know I'm like trying to do the fuck.
You guys are like,
fuck with Amber.
Fucking.
No, we work here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pitter patter.
You're like,
Pitter
we
patter,
work
boys.
here.
It reminds me of Bill Burr doing the gorilla, doing sign language to the gorilla. Do you want to get the fuck out of here? Yes, I want to get the fuck out of here.
Also, more importantly, thank you, Duck Duck, for being there and taking care of the rowdy crowd that we always have.
I know.
You are there to boot their asses out because I mean, obviously it's needed.
One at a time.
I'm watching Forrest Gump, Goodfellas, and the mashup.
We love you, Duck. Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody.
Mafia as fuck.
Until
I know
next
this
time.
is totally a Tarantino movie. Like
Yeah, it really is.
everything's
Oh my
going
God.
perfectly to plan until it doesn't.
Yeah.
Darius,
We'll take-
we see
we'll
Darius
take
in
three
we see
whiskeys.
Darius in every Tarantino flick. I mean, obviously, Darius is completely represented in all of Tarantino.
Is Darius Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, it's something like that.
He's the piano player.
Right.
Do you speak English, motherfucker?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Common tongue, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Awesome. Yeah, thank you all
Alright,
you
guys.
failures for watching
All right.
and failing with us in such spectacular fashion.
Everybody wave good night.
Good night.
night.
Much
Sail
love to
on,
all of you guys.
sail up.